My name's Spurgeon. I'm one of the family that runs Dignity Pet Crematorium. Dignity was started by my parents back in 1992. So when my parents first started, basically there was no real support from the vets because they were all contracted to disposal firms. And 21 years later, unfortunately that's still the case. We still have, I'm pleased to say, some vets that do support our service and offer us as a more local, responsive, more respectful individual cremation service. So in terms of the service we offer people here, we are here as like a combination of a funeral director and a crematorium. So when someone's pet dies, we're responsive in our service. People can choose the way they want to do it. If they want to bring their pet to us, they're very welcome to do so. If they bring their pet to us, then it brings the cost down because it means there's no collection fee. They also have the choice then of having one of two additional services, either a same-day service or an attended cremation service. And what that means is the attended service, we will reserve a chamber for them so they can actually say goodbye to their pet and then have the ashes back the same day and take them home the same day. Or they can have an attended service, which is one up from that, which means people can actually, once they've had their goodbye, accompany their pet to the chamber and either see the pet placed in or be present but not physically see them laid in, and that gives them the ultimate reassurance that we are what we say we are. They, I think, get the sense that we're not just some big firm, we are small, we're family, and we're here to look after them and their pets. So if people don't want to bring their pet, we can also collect their pet from their vet or their home. So we go out in a pet hearse, we go the same day and we lay them into a bed, or if they're a bigger pet, onto a stretcher, and then we will either arrange for them to come and get their ashes from us afterwards, or we can deliver the ashes back to their vet or their home. So basically we personalise the service to whatever the pet owner wants. We also can take a paw print for them. We can also take a snippet of fur. Those things are completely optional, but something that people can choose if they want. And then we basically give people the choice of all different kinds of caskets and urns for them to have the ashes back in. And that can range from something simple like a scatter pouch or a scatter tube to something like our metal urn with paw prints on. But we're not here to sell anything in particular. We just offer the services and let people choose what they want. So that for me is what this is about, is helping people, helping look after pets, and from my point of view I'm very proud of what we've started here and what we do. But we can actually have human ashes here, and already we've had a lady who sadly was suffering from a terminal illness. She contacted us, she came and looked around, she chose the spot she wanted to go to, and when she did pass away earlier this year, her daughter brought her ashes actually on Mothering Sunday, interred them in the gardens with her two cats, and they're together again here. I think we're among the first in the country to be doing this, and for me it's very much this sort of togetherness as a family thing. A lot of human crematoria will not allow pet ashes in their gardens, whereas for me I want to be inclusive, and I'll feel very proud and honoured if someone actually wants to have their own ashes put with their pets here. So if people want to get in contact with us, they're very welcome to speak to their vet and ask them to call if it's just too much at the time. For me, I think it's much better if people can get in contact directly if they feel up to it, because that way they get to speak to us. We always do a courtesy call when their pet arrives with us here safely, but to avoid any mistakes at the vets, for me, if people can contact us either via an email or by telephone and just have a chat, get everything organised the way they'd like it organised. If they want something special to go with their pet, like some flowers or a card or a toy, then they can go through that with us as well, and we can get the service exactly as they want it. Most importantly, if the pet has not passed, it's about doing the research side of things. So it's knowing about the service they're being offered through their vet, if it's a different company, knowing about us, seeing the differences, and on the website there's various information about what we do and what we don't do, and often what the company that the vet is offering will offer, and when you actually compare them side by side, they're two very different things. So for me it's really important that people just have time, have a think, and then choose the service they'd like for their pet.